Alright, this is Joe Moralee, Task 4 for Psychology for Sports Performance. He's going to attempt to identify, explain and analyse 4 different factors which influence group dynamics and performance in team sports. He's going to start off with the Ringelmann effect, talk about task and social cohesion, social loafing and Steiner's model. Okay, so Joe, you manager Liverpool FC. There's been a lot of talk about the Ringelmann effect affecting the group dynamics. Can you explain what that is, please?
Well, in the teams, some individuals might not try as hard as the others. This happens usually because people start relying on the bigger players in the team, so they might not perform as good as what they can do. So if you're doing something on your own, then you might perform to 100%, but if you've got 2 people, you might do 95%. You can try and stop this by showing all your players what they do on the team, by analysing performance and showing what they actually like defence, what they do, tackles won. And then not just by praising your star players all the time, the goal scorers really. An example of this could be like, I've taught people doing a tug of war, and obviously you might not put all the effort in, but if you have a one-on-one, you would try your hardest against the opposition, but you want to be that one person, but then you're not going to rely on anybody else, but it's all yourself.
Alright, so obviously Liverpool squad is like probably 25 in the squad, so why would the Ringelmann effect take place in a squad of 25?
Or like, if you've got Lucas Lavery holding midfield and you've got Steven Gerrard in front of him, you might think Gerrard's just going to do everything in midfield, so you don't have to do as much really.
Right, good. Right, anybody else in the squad who you think might not be getting sort of motivated to take part?
Well, Daniel Agger at the moment, because Skirtle's playing with Cole Torrey in centre back, so he's lost his place really. So I might find it hard to get back in the team if he's not trying to.
Right, good. Then you're moving on to task and social cohesion. Alright, so the squad are not as cohesive as you like. Can you explain about that?
Well, we've got 2 at the moment in the squad that's playing very well up front with task cohesion. So the targets in the team is very good, but there's only 2 really doing it as well as should be, just Suarez and Sturridge putting the goals away for the team. But like, obviously, players in midfield getting the ball through to them enough so they're having to do more themselves. And then for the social cohesion, we've got Sturridge and Coutinho always on Twitter putting pictures up of what they're doing at home, so that shows they're get on well off the pitch as well as on the pitch.
Yeah, so you give me a couple of good examples then. So what is task cohesion then? What is it? Can you explain that?
Well, it's just like how the team performs and how well they get well on the pitch and off the pitch. So it's like how they play together well and how they don't play well.
Alright, so on the pitch, what can they have as like a group? What can they have as a target or whatever?
Well, they could have a target winning Premier League, but that's a bit high for the team, so I might finish top 4.
Alright, so do you think Liverpool have got good task cohesion then? Have you set up a good task and a good goal?
Well, this season we're hoping for top 4, and next season obviously want a bit higher. So we've gone for a realistic target this season.
Alright, do you think the players understand that?
Yeah, Gerrard's leading the team well to get the group going into the games.
Alright, so you talked about Coutinho and Sturridge. What other social cohesion do you do as a manager?
Well, we go out for meals once a week after training, have a few drinks together, talk about what we've had in the training, what else we can do in the games to try and make the team play better. So we're taking board what the players think as well off the pitch.
Alright, is this helping stuff on the pitch then?
Well, yeah, because Sturridge was saying to get the ball into the box a bit more in the game, so the wing players need to cross the ball more instead of trying to run it into the box.
Right.
So we've looked at that in training.
Okay. Have you identified any social loafing then in the team?
Well, yeah, we had we had Lucas Lavery. He wasn't quite getting involved when he first came to the team. He was a bit quiet. Obviously came from a warm country, so when he came over and played in the cold weather, had a bit of an effect on his performance, and he didn't really play as well on the rainy nights.
Yeah.
And well, it has a big effect on performances, and when you play away, obviously some players don't like the crowds going against them. So you notice it more when it's foreign players playing in England.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Okay, so what is social loafing then?
But it's how you don't get yourself involved in the team as much, and you seem out of the group, not quite in there as much as anybody else.
Yeah, so why does that happen then in a team?
Well, they don't really try and get involved as much as other players do, so it's like, I don't know, might not go out for drinks and stuff with them out on the pitch. Just on the
So as a manager, what can you do then to help stop social loafing?
Well, we try and go out as a whole team to get him involved and try and get him talking to different players. Obviously, speaking different language you find.
Yeah, good.
English players, so.
Alright, what about on the pitch then? What can you do to stop him social loafing?
Well, we show him what he does for the team and then analyse him with it, and he shows him like how he helps the team and how when he talks to Steve and Gerard, obviously they play better together in the midfield, controlling the game.
Good. Then finally, there's been a lot of talk in the Sun newspaper about Steiner's model and how that's been affecting performance. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, obviously on Saturday against Hull, the team didn't perform as well as they should have done. But we've had a few injuries, which probably brings the potential down to a lower actual productivity than Hull's potential. So it's obviously with Enrique, Sturridge, other players missing, and we've lost a few players. We had to play a youngster in the team, and Suarez played up front on his own, two just behind him.
Alright, so what were the other faulty processes then?
Well, we didn't defend the other top ball well enough when they were playing it, so.
Alright, so yeah, so tactics, you didn't deal with Hull's tactics. What other faulty processes could there be?
And the crowd, because we were away, weren't really up for the game.
Yeah, good.
And then obviously Suarez didn't really have much support because of the injury of Sturridge, so we've tried to bring on a different player who's not really played as much with Suarez, so he didn't link up as well as Sturridge did. So he struggled a bit there.
Alright, so what could you have done as a manager then to combat this?
We could have probably tried to play the other strikers in different groups instead of just playing Sturridge and Suarez more, so they have more time to play, which will get used to how they play. But we shouldn't. Well, we didn't really think it had much of an effect because the top player, so you think they'd be able to play together, but obviously they couldn't. Doesn't know what sort of runs you were going to make and what sort of passing we were in front of.
Alright, so did Hull have a higher actual productivity then than Liverpool?
Well, yeah, because Liverpool's obviously like 85 and Hull's is 70, but with our injuries I think we lost probably about 20 and the away give it probably another -5. So.
Yeah, so is that why Hull beat you then?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Right, have you got anything else to say in this news conference?
No, that's it.